Hi friends, welcome to my channel, and this is VMware Certification VCP 6.5 Data Center Virtualization Training videos, and this is the 15th video in this series. And in this video today I'm going to show you how to do vMotion and storage vMotion. So the first thing we need to know about what is the difference between vMotion and storage vMotion. So you can see here in this diagram we have two ESXi hosts which is running on VMware 6.5 or any VMware ESXi version, and we have a virtual machine running on it. And in vMotion we can see here VM is getting moved from one ESXi host to another ESXi host, and this is called basically a vMotion. And storage vMotion, we are moving uh, our virtual machine from one storage to another storage, which can like your data store and anything. So we are going to do it in action. So in last video we have configured the vMotion switches and distributed switches. So if you want to see how to configure vMotion switches, you can go back and you can see the 14 video in this series. So in this lab we are using 5 virtual machine here. You can see the first machine is Win2K12GC01, which is my Active Directory server. You can see from here. This is running Active Directory and DNS role on my machine. If I go to local server, you can see my server name, which is Win2K12DC01, and my domain name victorinfosol.com. So this is basically my Active Directory server. And my second server is Vcenter server, which is Vcenter 65, which we are using from since last a few videos. So you can see we can log into vSphere client here. So let's log into vCenter server. So let's use Windows session to authenticate. We have enabled the integrated our Active Directory with vCenter server authentication. So it will take my credential which I have logged in. So wait for a few seconds here. And now you can see we have logged in VMware vSphere web client, and you can see we have one virtual machine here, which is Win2K12R2. If I go here and open console of this machine, wait for a few seconds. So click Ctrl+Alt to log into this machine. So I'm going to log in. So this is one virtual machine which is running Windows Server 2008 R2 edition. You can see here, if I go to this machine, you can see the IP address and all information here. It's running on Windows Server 2008 R2. And we have 3 ESXi hosts, ESXi 1, 2 and 3. All are running VMware 6.5 ESXi version. You can see this is ESXi 1 and this is my ESXi 2, and this is last machine which is ESXi 3. So all the ESXi is running on 12 gig of RAM. It's connected to my vCenter server. And lastly we have a virtual SAN which is running on my physical machine to provide ISCSI storage LAN to my 3 ESXi hosts. So now I'm going to do the vMotion. So vMotion versus storage vMotion in action. So if I go here and right click on virtual machine, and you can see here migrate option, which is going to do a migration for us. So if I click here on migrate, you can see the same screen which I have given here. Select the migration type. So we have 3 types of migration here. Basically the first is change compute resource, which is basically migrate the virtual machine from one host to another host or cluster. So does it means we can move this machine which is running on ESXi 1 currently, we can move it to ESXi 2 or ESXi 3. So I'm going to do this. This is basically a example of vMotion. This is called vMotion. So I'm going to do this. Click next. And now you can see we have all 3 ESXi hosts which is connected to my vCenter server. So I'm going to select ESXi 2. It will check the compatibility, check success, and ESXi3 also. So I'm going to move it on ESXi3 2 now. So let's click next, and also you can get the option like cluster, resource pool, VApp. So we have not configured these things, so it's simply going to move on ESXi2. Click next. Now you can see it's showing the select network configuration. So you can see on the destination host, which is ESXi2, we have multiple network. So I'm going to move it on the same network. Source, you can see the source network is VNet port, so I'm going to move it on same destination network. So go click next, and we have here schedule vMotion with high priority, or we can schedule a regular vMotion. So I'm going to do it by default, which is recommended. Click next, and you can see here it's what is going to change: the compute resource, leave VM on original storage. So it's going to do changing the virtual machine host only, and it's going to see, leave the storage. It's not going to move any storage here. So click on finish. Now you can see the relocate virtual machine is running, and if I go here and ping my machine win2k8r2 -3, you can see it's reachable, and it will take some time to get move from this ESXi host 1 to 2. So now you can see we have one request timeout, and it has started again. So if I refresh here, you can see now machine will be moved to ESXi2. So now you can see it's moved to ESXi2, and vMotion is going to take only less than a 20 second here, because we are only moving the compute resource from one ESXi host to second ESXi host. And now I'm going to show you the second option, which is change storage only. So on this example, it's going to move the storage of virtual machine location from one storage to second storage. So if I select here change storage only, click next, and then we will get the option here, all the available LANs or data store which is available on our ESXi host. So currently it's located on my LAN 1, so I'm going to move it on LAN 2. If I go here, click next, so now it's moving the storage to LAN 2, and click finish. And now we can see relocate virtual machine is running. Now if I go here on data store, you can see it's on LAN 1, and now we are moving it to LAN 1 to LAN 2. So it will take some time because it's going to move all the hard drive. Like I have associated 40 gig of hard drive to this machine, so it's going to move all the 40 gig hard drive from LAN 1 to LAN 2. So it will take some time to relocate this. You can see the capacity is 40 gig and it's stored in LAN 1. So you can see relocate virtual machine is running, so it will take some time. So I'm pausing the recording here. Might be it will take 5 to 10 minutes to get the complete, but it's totally depend on your storage capacity and storage data transfer rate. So also you can see we have some continuous ping to our server. So it seems when we are going for storage vMotion, you can see the latency is little bit high compared to previous. So once the machine is moved to second storage, latency will be come back to normal. So we have to wait for a few seconds here till the time relocate virtual machine is completed. So I am pausing the recording for now. Once the vMotion is storage vMotion is complete, I will resume from there, and we'll see the third option, which is change both compute and resource together. So now you can see the relocate virtual machine is completed, and if I go and refresh now, it's VM virtual machine will be moved on datastore 2. You can see it's on LAN 2 now. So now we can go on final step, which is storage vMotion, which is going to along with virtual machine motion also. So change both compute resource and storage. So go here, right click on virtual machine, and need to go to migrate, and we need to select this and select compute resource first, and you need to select the what you need to select first. So I'm going to select the compute resource first. So I'm going to move this machine on my ESXi host 1, and now it's asking for storage, so I'm going to move it on LUN 1. Next, and we have option for port group networking basically, so everything seems good, compatibility check succeeded, so click next. Now we can schedule with high priority, and we can schedule regular, so I'm going to schedule high priority, click next, and now it's going to finish. So now by this virtual machine vMotion migration, we are going to move this virtual machine from ESXi2 to ESXi1, and the LUN from LUN2 to LUN1. So it's going to take some time because it's doing both the storage vMotion and virtual machine vMotion, so it will take some time, so we need to wait for a few minutes here. So you can see 32% is already done. So it will move first virtual machine from ESXi2 to ESXi1, and then it will move the virtual machine hard disk which is associated with this virtual machine. So still virtual machine is running on ESXi2, so you can see some latency in virtual machine, and we have one request timeout. And now if I go refresh, you can see the virtual machine location still running on 2, so we have to give some time here to virtual machine for storage vMotion. So I am pausing the recording again. Once it's completed, I will write back and will see storage and virtual machine running on ESXi1. So you can see it's 32% completed. So now you can see the vMotion is completed, and you can see the latency is also very stable and 1, and you can see the virtual machine location. If I go to host and cluster, you can see the machine is located on ESXi1 now, and if I go on virtual machine data store, you can see it's moved to LUN1. So this is all about vMotion and storage vMotion, like moving one virtual machine from one ESXi host to another ESXi host, and moving one data store to another data store, and doing both together. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe me for more videos, and if you have any query or any question related to this, you can post me on my given mail IDs. Thank you once again. Bye bye.